Tuesday, January 16th. And Jordan, would you start us off with a roll call, please?
Councilmember Ronayne,
Present.
Faubourg,
Present.
Liebelt,
Present.
Reif, Johnson,
Present.
Reinbold,
Present.
Langer, Norvstrup, Mayor Schoeneman.
Present. Please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our first order of business tonight will be to approve this meeting's agenda. I'm not aware of any changes, so I would take a motion to approve as printed.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion from Councilwoman Faubourg and a second from Councilman Reinbold. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next, we've got approval of the minutes from our prior meeting, which occurred last Monday, January 8th. I would take a motion to approve the minutes that derived from that meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Councilwoman Liebelt and a second from Councilman Reinbold. Anything from the council? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
And opposed, nay. Motion carries. No one is signed up at our open forum here tonight, so our consent calendar will be next, in which we've got two items of city business: a lottery notice for the 4J Foundation and a new residential building contractor's license for Henry Faubourg of HF Enterprises. We'll take a motion to approve our consent calendar tonight.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion, Councilman Reinbold, second, Councilwoman Liebelt. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed, nay.
And I abstain.
We have, motion does pass. Would take note of the abstention from Councilwoman Faubourg as it relates to the consent calendar. Jordan? Motion carries. One single item of old business is next. We've got a possible second reading and final adoption of an ordinance amending the subdivision regulations of city code regarding the approval of plats. We had a little bit of a Q&A on that last time. Ken, what have you learned or heard since our previous meeting?
Thank you, Mayor. We have no changes from last hearing.
I'll move to approve it.
Second.
Got a motion from Councilman Ronayne and a second from Councilman Reinbold. Anything from our council as it relates to this this ordinance amending? All right, then I would go ahead with a roll call vote for us then, Jordan, on that second reading.
Councilmember Ronayne,
Aye.
Faubourg,
Aye.
Liebelt,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Reinbold,
Aye.
Mayor Schoeneman.
Aye, motion carries. First item of new business here tonight is our, excuse me, our presentation of the updated meeting agenda. Jordan, I know that you've been kind of working through this. Will you walk us through what you've got to say?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor. We're going to try to get Zoom going again. We had some technical difficulties earlier, but we'll get this here. Stephen has a little bit of a presentation. He's going to share his video for those Zoom participants who otherwise would not be able to see. I'm going to switch over to his feed right now. So this is his screen. So I'm joined this evening by Records and Compliance Specialist Stephen Tidavong. Stephen oversees licensing. He oversees licensing for daycares, alcoholic beverages, and video lottery. Can you turn off the speakers? Sorry about that. Okay. So anyway, Stephen oversees those items, but one of his primary tasks is building the council agenda and distributing the packet that the council uses every week. What we saw, we would consider a light agenda this evening, so it was just a good opportunity to go over what we're doing on a weekly basis. And Robin gave us his blessing, so we are here. With new staff and new roles, new department heads and new residents arriving in town every day, we wanted to review the basics. It's routine for us, but it's new to others. So we'll share what we're doing. If you have questions, feel free to ask. And just know that the information's out there if you need to know more and to be able to reach out to us if you have those questions. So I'll let Stephen take over at this point. Absolutely. Oh, okay. So, sorry, what do you want me to do, Stephen? Okay, your screen is live. Yep.
Thanks, Jordan. So first of all, I just want to direct everyone to the website where you can go and look at our YouTube here and access any kind of meetings that are archived. What you want to do is, if you have a YouTube account, you can subscribe. If you don't have it, you can still click here on the live button, and then you can see, as we are right here live, and previous meetings have been recorded and archived. One of the other things that we also want to touch on is how to get to those meetings easier as far as agenda. So if you go back to the home page and you click down or scroll down to the agendas and minutes, you can see things that we have posted as far as the agenda and other agendas from different departments. Other things are, you can view the minutes and agendas by their year. If you click on 2023, 2022, you can see that. If you look at the general council, city councils, you can see the minutes and the media as well. So you can link to those videos. But if we go back to 2024 for today's meeting, I just wanted to highlight some of the things that have we've been doing, or what I've been doing, and trying to making things easier for the general public and for us as well too. So we see the agenda here. You can download this and it'll appear differently on your computer, and also it also shows different on a web browser. But I broke it down to the agenda, and then you can go on to minutes, and then you can go down to the consent calendar if you want to target any specific destinations that you want to look at. You can always toggle back to the agenda as well. Within the agenda, you can see that if you hover over these, you can click on the destination as well too. That'll bring you directly to that. You just want to click back and hit agenda, or if you want to pull up the side for the table of contents. The other things that we want to also direct everyone to is, once you go, let's go back to the home page and scroll back down, and to receive notifications, hit this notify button here, and it'll direct you to a new page where you can enter your email address and then just notify me, sign in. And if you already have something that is out there, or you want to change it or want to do something different, you can unsubscribe from all the lists if you can't remember. Otherwise, you can go down to get notices from the Aquatic Center, from the dance program, from snow routes or snow emergencies, and from City Council in general. That's all I have, Jordan.
Thank you. And I would mention that our meeting videos are available all on our website. They air on the Cable 7 channel Mondays at 5:30, and the reruns are from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Tuesdays through Thursdays, and also in the afternoons from 3 to 5 p.m. on Cable 7. That is the update that we've prepared, and let us know if you have any questions, comment, or feedback. We're always available to provide info if you have questions.
Stephen, and thank you, Jordan, for that. I will attest that I've been has been brought to my attention by quite a number of residents in this community that watch that the meetings occur either on the Cable 7 or on YouTube at a later time. So appreciate your help with it, and the letting in this this form make it a little bit easier to read with the additional space you've got between items. So nice work on the layout there, Stephen. We will move along to our public hearing and possible approval of a special one-day retail on-sale liquor license, which will take place on April 26th, 2024 at the NSU Foundation, DBA Apex Events LLC at the NSU Bourbon and Brews. No one is here to speak for this event, so I would take a motion from someone on our council.
Move to approve.
Second.
I've got a motion from Councilman Reinbold and a second from Councilman Ronayne. Does anyone have anything to discuss as it relates to this one-day retail on-sale liquor license? All right, then, all in favor, please say aye.
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 And opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we've got a possible approval of a reappointment of Cindy Singer to the Keole Aberdeen Public Library Board of Trustees for her second 3-year term, which would take her through June 30th of 2026.
I would move the reappointment of my neighbor, Cindy Singer.
Second.
Motion Ronayne, second Reinbold. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Lastly, as it relates to our new business here on the agenda tonight, we've got a possible approval of a petition to vacate a portion of 14th Street South, public right-of-way located between 1320 and 1402 9th Avenue Southwest. Ken, what can you tell us about this vacation of right-of-way?
Thank you, Mayor. The petitioner are submitting this petition to vacate unused public right-of-way with the intention of combining it with their properties to allow for future residential development. Staff have reviewed the petition to vacate public right-of-way and concur with its approval, with the stipulation that the petitioners submit a plat combining the right-of-way with their adjacent properties, and an easement is created for any utilities located within the vacated right-of-way. Staff recommends approval.
Move to approve.
Second. To approve.
Got a motion from Councilman Reinbold, second from Councilwoman Liebelt. Any questions for our community development? All right, community development director.
Mr. Mayor,
We'll start with Justin, actually, because he raised his hand a little bit first. Justin, what is your question?
Did we have one right by this just a few weeks ago? I thought. Seems awfully familiar.
The vacation, no, this should all be new to the council today. This had started months ago, and then
Okay.
there was a holdup with the east 2 foot of the property on the west side of this did not belong to the owner. It was a county property, so
Oh.
they had to hold a public auction and sell it to the owner, and then they came before the board and petition to vacate 14th Street.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Councilwoman Fulberg.
thanks. I'm just struggling with the yellow square on the page 46. I can't figure out how these maps are related to each other.
Oh, the yellow star indicates the property. The box is actually a portion of land outside of city limits. There's a unannexed parcel of land there.
Okay, I just couldn't figure out what the yellow box was.
Thank you, Ken, for that explanation. That gets you guys all squared up. It did take me a minute to piece together exactly where this was located too. Southwest, that makes a difference. All right, any other questions from the council? All right, then, Jordan, would you give us a roll call vote on that, please?
Councilmember Ronayne,
Aye.
Fauberg,
Aye.
Liebelt,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Mayor Shoneman. Oh, excuse me, Reinbold,
Aye.
Mayor Shoneman.
Aye, motion does carry. Next, we've got a review and approval of our claims and payroll. We'll start with the bills. That's for this week, of course. January 16th, pay period, December 31st through January 13th. Someone would be so inclined to make a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion Ronayne, second Reinbold. Jordan, would you give us a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Reinbold,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Liebelt,
Aye.
Fauberg,
Aye.
Ronayne,
Aye.
Mayor Shoneman.
Aye, motion does carry. We'll move right along to our city manager's report before we go into an executive session to discuss some personnel matters.
Well, the things that I wanted to share with you tonight was that the mayor and I did meet with the Leadership Aberdeen group for their kickoff, and we will be doing a presentation for them here in the near future for one of their sessions. And it's basically about city governance and how folks in the community can become involved and perhaps become city council at a later time if that was an interest of theirs. We have had some discussions with the DOT regarding the replacement of the 6th Avenue Bridge here in a couple of years. And also we did do some discussions about the two-way Main Street as well. We are planning on doing a meeting on the WINS project for what our next steps need to be, and there will be some opportunities to meet with the legislature here in the near future on that. I believe that the initial introduction of that spending bill comes up very shortly, and we just wanted to make sure that we have some representation. Right now it'll be more of a formality, but there will be some time here in the near future where we may need to be there. And we are following some legislative bills right now, and we'll see where that goes. Our municipal league does an awfully good job of keeping us advised on what things are out there that might be of a concern or a good thing for communities, and they're there as our lobbyists. So want to let you know that we are following that as well, and I think that's all I've got for tonight.
All right, Robin, appreciate that. Why don't we take a few moments and collect our breaths and thoughts, and then we will take a motion once the room is cleared a little bit to go into an executive session.
I don't know if I told you this, but we'll do yours.